Happy Monday. Just unhooked a mower back here. We are off New Jasper Station Road, the big field that we do over here. It's gonna make it a little bit. I mean, this is a second cutting, but we did this like 7.5 weeks ago. If you remember, we got the first cutting off of this late, and it's only because Mark here is now at the back of our list, and there's a story with that, but oh well. So we got this first cutting late, and remember we came in here with that first cutting and it had that viney stuff in here. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to make hay off of it. I thought we had a situation that we was gonna have to deal with, and that's when I looked at that stuff, and it was okay for horses to eat it. In fact, they love it. So we made the hay off here, and that's when we had the T6. This field was cut and done all with the T6. Yeah, the ground wasn't really that soft when we was in here doing it. It had hardened up by then, and we were just going into that spell where we weren't getting any rain. So, but one thing that's not here, foxtail. There is no foxtail in this that I have seen, so that's a good thing, and that's what we want. Some of that viney stuff has tried to come back. I think by cutting it now, if we get a frost in a few weeks or whatever, hopefully that takes care of that, and you know, we'll keep an eye on it closer for the first cutting next year. We'll see how that goes. I did not get finished cutting here. I might come back here tonight because we have several others right here in the neighborhood that we can do. Another one is that 8 acres with the 2 different owners up there that I seeded this spring that I said we wouldn't get a cutting off of. We might get 2. So we'll see. Will it be round baled again? Most likely. I haven't really looked at it that close. Haven't been in there. That was orchard grass that I planted in there, and that's it. Nothing else. I probably should have planted some oats or rye or something in with it as a cover crop. And that still might happen for over the winter. I don't know. He wants me to thicken it up, and I might do that. But we have a hay to bale this afternoon, so that's where I'm headed. It's already getting close to 1 o'clock. I would imagine Dad's getting anxious and might already be out on a rake or something. That's fine, but we want to bale with this tractor, and that's why I'm headed back to the farm right now. It's only a few miles, so not done, so just left the mower here, so it just makes sense. I'll come back later on. So we're gonna hit the road, and we'll see y'all in a little bit. Evening, everybody. Just updating my board. Not a big day at all. I can't do that math. I gotta get a calculator. Anyway, barely did any today. I mean, that grass hay that we had down the road, and the grass hay that, or the not grass hay, but whatever we had behind my house. Hey, dummy, you need to turn it on first. This afternoon there was an accident with a grain truck of, well, GrowCo, which is, most everybody around here knows them as Guest Brothers Farms. Even though the side of their truck says, I think, Bluebird Logistics or whatever, unless they change that, I don't know. But I'm not sure what happened, but anyway, a truck pulling a gooseneck trailer ran into the side of him. The truck pulling the gooseneck trailer caught on fire. Driver died. He was local. Driver of the grain truck, of course, is local. When we knew this, or when we heard about it, we thought, okay, who is it? We've got to know him, because we just got to know him. Anyway, we knew boat drivers. Come to find out, we even know the guy who died. Found out from a friend of mine this evening who that was, and he's local. Of course, the grain truck driver is local. He is my cousin, second cousin to me. Phil and Brett Guess of GrowCo Farms. They are my cousins, second cousins. I am a first cousin to their mother, Sharon, who is a niece to my mother, if that makes any sense. And Sharon's mother would have been a sister to my mom, so that's how that works. But yeah, we are second cousins, and I really feel for Brent. We don't know what happened there. Don't know. I know the pictures don't look good, and they spilt their load of grain. That truck pulling the gooseneck trailer hit them so hard, it moved the truck and put it on its side and wrinkled the trailer, and there's corn laying all over the place. I'm gonna go home and look at it on the news, but just kind of what I'm getting at is that life is short. You know, I found out yesterday evening I missed National Farmers Day. Seems like there's a day for everything. Tomorrow will be person who waters the cattle day, I guess. I don't know, but that's just how stupid it is. But the National Farmers Day, thank you. I didn't get no cake. I didn't get nothing at home. I like cake. I like cookies. I would have taken either one. Anyway, no, just a gift is just, you know, waking up every morning, getting to do what I do. Some days it's like Groundhog Day and, you know, just feeding the animals and everything and getting all that done. That's a routine I do every day. And, you know, people who, you know, milk cows or things like that, they do the same things every day, 365 days a year. Animals don't take a day off. People who have to clean stalls and feed the horses at a boarding facility or a horse farm, they do the same thing every day. But my gift is just to be able to wake up and get to do that kind of stuff every day. I get to hop in a tractor, every kid's dream that grew up around farming or whatever, who had toy tractors, who oh God, I farmed those acres in that living room acres, carpet acres or whatever you want to call them, wore out, you know, knees and pants, all that. And now I get to do it from real life. Except we're just making hay. I'm not doing the corn beans or anything like that, but just making hay. But ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm still a farmer. I still have cattle out there. I'm still a farmer. That is my full-time occupation. So that's what I do, and to be able to wake up every morning and be able to do that, that's just great. I'm living my childhood dream. I really am, and pays the bills barely, but that's what I get to do. Didn't ever know it was going to turn into a business, but here we are. Afternoon, everyone. We are baling some hay. I am the only one out here. Dad is with his buddies hanging out today. And this is second cutting on New Jasper Station. This is the big field that we have here. I cut most of this 2 days ago, something like that. Yeah, I don't know, I lose track of days. And came back the next morning, finished the rest. So I don't know if what I cut on the second day or the next morning will bale. I raked a little bit of it, it's over there. I don't know if it'll go today, I don't know. I raked a few windrows, we'll get into it and see what the moisture is. We have tomorrow if we have to. I am the only one out here, that's why I am in the baler. And I think I just said that. Happy Friday, everybody. Good thing there's not smell-o-vision. Somebody is spreading the poo this morning. Myself here getting a late start at the farm. Good thing I'm self-employed, but had to take the wife to a doctor's appointment this morning, Miami Valley Hospital, downtown Dayton, where they put some kind of things on her head and checked her brain. I told her she's going to get the results and they're not going to find anything in her head. No, actually has something to do with MS and just trying to figure out what's going on there. And she's, you know, they're constantly running tests and all that on her, just to see anything new is happening, things like that. So I am just getting back over here. Just had lunch at home. Back over here now. Shut this door. All right, I see Dad is gone. His pickup is gone. He should be at the hay field. It's afternoon, I know that. Anyway, yesterday we baled 320, I think it was, over there on New Jasper Station, something like that. Anyway, because I had forgot to reset the baler before I took it over there. I blew it all off, all the chaff and all that off of it, and thought that I had reset the thing and didn't. And now, I don't know, you guys can't see it, but the camera right now is covered in cobwebs because they are all over the place. Yesterday, going around the field picking up hay, I was covered with them. I see they're all over the truck. That corn got ran off yesterday. There's an airplane up in the air, by the way, looking at us, maybe, I don't know. There's the neighbors with his skid steer. That corn got ran off yesterday. Dusty, Kevin, and Ron got that done. They're up the road up here now. So things do seem different. I would like to talk to them or somebody about making 5 to 6 round bales of corn stalks to use as bedding, because my plan is at the end of this barn down here, where I have the alfalfa mix down there at the far end of the barn, is bed the cattle in there this winter. I think it'd be a good place for them. I think I'm gonna just put up some panels, bring them around the corner, and bring them in there, and then when I want to clean it out, run them out, and can just go straight in there and get the manure out. At least that's what I'm thinking. I've never done it, but I'd like to bed the cattle down with corn stalk bales, or with corn stalks. For one, it makes great fertilizer, and another, it's good for them. They're going to eat a little bit of it, and they're going to lay on a little bit of it. But that's what I'd like to. This is the alfalfa that is from Jack's. I have salted every layer. Every one of these bales has had salt put on it because they were baled tough. And I let Jack know we've got like 195 of them. And I told him, I said, I'm going to keep them on wagons and keep them here. But just beautiful stuff. Look at the leaf retention stayed on them. We did it right, but man, I did not want it to set another day. That's 4th cutting, by the way. I did not want that hay to set in that field another day and get more sun on it that would bleach it out, and I wanted to try and keep the color. I did not want to rake or tedder it anymore because I wanted to keep the leaves on. Look at that, plenty of leaves. That's where your feed value is. Beautiful looking hay. But man, they came in tough. About every one of them baled tough. You can see the wagon tires are squatting. There's some weight on here, and there's only 60, 70, 80. There's only 80 bales on here. That one has like 105. Those tires are squatting also. But they seem to be doing pretty good. The best thing I can do for them, like I told Jack, I put salt on every one of them, which helps draw the moisture out of them. But the best thing to do is just if they're gonna get hot on us, is to have them on wheels so we can pull them out of the barn. I'll get them back in tomorrow afternoon under a roof because it's supposed to rain tomorrow night. This is Friday. It's supposed to rain Saturday night into Sunday, and we could use a little bit again. It's dusty again. That way I can move them in and out. They're not going to be stacked in a barn where we got to worry about burning the barn down. So we don't need any more of that, do we? That's what's going on there. I don't have one of those probes. My probe is this thing. I got a buddy that does. There's no heat in there at all. That's a good thing. But the best thing we can do is let them sit out here in the sun and the breeze. We had a breeze last 2 days. So yeah, that's good shape. You know, when I load my bottom layer, I keep a gap in there. I go in, set them to the far side, back up, grab the other 5 and pull back. I think I've said that before. And they just stack better on a wagon, and they go down the road better. But fall hay, you're gonna have leaves in it. Man, that is beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful hay, and it's drying out good. That one there had a little bit more grass in it. We're gonna call this pure alfalfa on most of these. Look at that. Oh man, I could win some awards with that stuff. All right, well, we are in the back field here of Good Bars. Dad's just finishing up over there. I put it on 2 different wagons. We might have got, 80 or so out of here, which is ridiculous, but is what it is. Grass laying around, didn't get raked. I didn't rake this field. That's okay. It wouldn't have made any difference. He's getting a little bit there on the end. We're going to head down to Tom's house, just out here to our left. We're still over on New Jasper Station. We did finish there at Mark's, the big field there, 4:15. We've actually done worse on a third cutting, so yeah, we'll take it. 4:15 over there. So I need 166 from this property, from this farm, to be even with them on first cutting. If not, I have to send them a bill for the difference. Then if we go over, I'll see what he wants to do, or we'll just call it even. That is the deal. I'm supposed to get second cutting, so it got dry on us. Second cutting wasn't much, so for his sake, I hope we get at least 166, which I think we'll get real close. And if we do get close, I'll be happy with that. So Dad's just about done here, and we'll head out. So just finished up. I don't know if he's going around to catch that or not. He might, and I might have to pick it up. We'll see. He's got 6 in there right now. I don't know if that will make 4. It might. We'll see. Want to hang out and wait? Yeah, me neither. Oh, and I forgot to mention, like, subscribe, leave me some comments. And if you're one of my customers, I deliver to you and you say, I watched your video, I'm gonna quiz you and say, what did I talk about? And if you answer correctly, you're gonna get a discount on your hay. So something to think about. So tell your friends about it, whatever. Let's get some subscribers. Let's get this thing going. I'm thinking about doing some really neat interviews with some people that I know over the winter, because it gets pretty boring around here. But I think I'm gonna set up and do some interviews with some people and some real interesting things. And we'll work on some stuff, some equipment and stuff. And I'm gonna try and keep it fun and interesting. So like, subscribe, tell your friends. Thank you for watching. We'll see you.